Good morning. Welcome to today's 10 Minutes to Win It. How are you doing? How's your week going so far? We're having an awesome week. Been busy, but good busy. We're going to also get a lot of rain here. I don't know about y'all, but we're in South Florida, so we are getting a ton of rain. It is raining nonstop. This is probably the first stretch that I haven't had rain. We haven't received any rain today, and the sky is a little blue, which is nice today. So hopefully we won't have any internet issues for today. But welcome to today's 10 Minutes to Win It. I actually have a new camera, which I'm really excited about. So this is my first 10 Minutes to Win It with this new camera, which I think is a lot brighter because I had so many lights going, but it seemed like the videos were still dark. So the camera on my computer, I think made kind of like a shadow, so it wasn't really light. So it seems like this one is lighter, and also it has a built-in mic. So I'm not using my mic today. I'm testing this to see how this works, and then I'll go back and listen and see if I like it better, or if I want to go back to my mics and play around with it. So far, people have told me it's great, so we'll see. And if it is, I will share with you what this camera is, because it was so much. A great way to get your video, your videos, your live streams brighter. And if it has a built-in camera, that's fantastic, even better, so that you don't have to use an external mic. Even though I do love my mic, I do really love my mic, so I'll probably use it anyway, but it's nice not to have to set it up all the time, right? Okay, so let's dive into today. We're talking about where to show up online, how to be more visible online. Hi, Renee. Thank you. You look beautiful. You're always beautiful. You always look beautiful too, but thank you. I have a lot of interviews today for the podcast. I think I have 3 podcast interviews today and an Instagram live, which is something I'm going to talk to you guys about. This is one of the places that I want to talk to you about being visible. Being visible just doesn't mean hitting that live button, because I know that a lot of people have fear of being seen by going live on social media. And I do really recommend it, because it's a great way for you to practice and get out of your comfort zone of being live. And it's going to help you when you are interviewing on podcasts. Typically, they are recorded and they can be edited, but I don't know that I've ever done a podcast interview that's really been edited, because once you go live and you practice, the flow just flows. It's just awesome, because you learn how to talk and have conversation. And if you do mess up, if you do flub something, doesn't really matter. It's you, right? Perfect is boring. We don't get to be perfect. We get to throw perfection out the window. So going live is a way of being seen, and I highly recommend, if you're not doing it, to practice it. One place you can practice is in a private Facebook group. You can open this all on your own. You don't have to have anybody in there. Nobody's in there but you. Just make sure that you do mark it private. You can name it anything you want. You could call it, Renee's test group, right? Or Renee's practice group, whatever you want to call it. And then you can go in there and practice going live. You can practice your new cameras. You can practice your lighting. You can practice your microphones. You can see how your background looks. Are you set up the way you want it to set up? Is the lighting where you want it to be? Granted, some things may shift, but how do you sound, right? Are you showing up with the energy that you think you're showing up with? Because many times we could think we're showing up highly energetic, and then we go watch it and it's like, oh, I really sound really monotone, flat, and boring, and that's not how I wanted to sound. So it's a great way for you to practice. Other ways of being visible are getting on podcasts. If you're not doing that, you're leaving a whole avenue out there, an audience out there that you should be tapping into, because not only are you getting in front of other people's audiences that you normally probably wouldn't get in front of, possibly wouldn't get in front of otherwise, you're also building your authority, because if they're having you on their podcast, that's already instant credibility, instant authority to their audience. So why are you leaving that on the table? Like, don't leave that on the table. Go get on podcasts. Other places to be visible, Facebook groups. Other people's Facebook groups. I'm not saying to take over, because that's not what we do. We're respectful of the person who they don't own the group, Facebook owns the group, but who opened the group because they took the time and energy to build that group up. So make sure you're following the rules, but find groups that you can promote in. Even if you can't promote in those groups, add value. If somebody asks a question, answer the question. You can ask a thought-provoking question back. Typically, just by doing that, you'll have people looking at you as an expert and reach out or go research you. I had a client who did this. I think she did it for 3 days, spent 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day in different Facebook groups, just providing value, just answering questions because she knew her ideal client was hanging out in there, did not poach anyone in the group. And she had 100 people. Her traffic on her website went up by 100 people. Coincidence? No. She provided value. They wanted more information, so they sought her out. Other places to go be seen is on different platforms and by networking. What collaborations can you create? Are you trying to get on summits? Look for speaking opportunities. Get inside of groups that have speaking opportunities that you can get in on. There is a group inside of Facebook called Need a Guest. Get in there if you're not already in there. I have a post for my podcast. I got hundreds of people wanting to be interviewed and wanting to submit their pitch. There's a ton of people with podcasts in there. Not all of them are going to fit under your niche, but I promise you there's plenty of people in there who are promoting summits that they're in and who are promoting events that they're participating in, or promoting podcasts that they're looking for guests on. Okay, so make sure you're connecting there. Even retreat speakers, like their physical stages, there's people in there promoting retreats that you can speak at as well. So don't leave these things on the table. Being visible isn't just about going live on social. Being visible is about putting yourself out there in different areas, different arenas in the business world. Participating in your local, joining your local chamber of commerce or Rotary Club. That's a place of being seen. That could be more scary for you than pushing the live button, right? Networking in person may be the fear that's holding you back as far as being seen in that arena. So guess what you get to do? You get to step out of your comfort zone and go make that happen, right? Baby steps. But once you step out of your comfort zone on whatever's holding you back and being seen in whatever arena you're being scared of being seen, then that's where I'm going to invite you to go and step out of your comfort zone. Okay. So whatever that looks like for you, make your list today of the different places that you can be seen, and put the ones in, circle or check mark the ones next to, the ones that are really, that make you the most, that have the most fear behind them, that make you the most nervous, and choose one. And I challenge you to get out of your comfort zone and go for it, right? Go for it. Because when you do that, you're going to be able to network with a lot more people. And networking is really collaboration, connection. I can't stress this enough. I say this all the time. This is really how you're going to grow your business. This is how you're going to grow your business when it comes to mentorship. I'm a big believer in masterminds and group programs. One-on-one is great, but I like the one-on-one when there's a group component behind it or with it. We have a program called Business by Design Academy, and that's what we have. We have a hybrid model where it's a group program with one-on-one coaching, so you get the benefit of both. The reason I do that and I believe in that is because, yes, I think one-on-one coaching is fantastic because we can meet you where you are with your specific needs in the moment. And I believe there's beauty in connection and collaboration, and also you seeing what other people are doing. You see what action they're taking. You're seeing what's working for them and what's not working for them. And they get to lift you up and inspire you, and you get to do the same. So I believe in the component of both. I think both is really, really important. And I like it better when it's together. So being seen in mentorship, in masterminds, in group coaching programs, being seen by speaking on stages, both virtually and on physical. If you haven't spoken on stages, start with your virtual, then move into your local, right? Get the practice done. Don't say yes to all opportunities that come up. Make it happen, okay? And if it doesn't fit in your schedule, how can it fit in your schedule? Because right now, being seen, if you have an idea or you're looking to create a new program, or you're looking to scale in some way or pivot, the first thing you do is you have that idea. Now you need to get attention. You need to get attention to bring people into your world, to bring people in your audience so that you can make your offer. We don't start off with creating our offer. If you're sitting there building a course and creating an offer before you're out there getting attention, you're doing it the wrong way, right? We get to reverse that, and we get to have the idea, wherever it is that you want to go to next, get attention, And then let's work on creating that offer that fits the needs of your audience. Because once you have the attention, then you can actually ask your people what's working for them, what's not working for them, and then your offer gets to fill that gap. But you can't do that first. You don't put that before the attention getting. Okay, so those are some places that you can be seen. Media is great too, publications, TV, that is all fantastic. The thing about those is you just want to learn how to monetize those, because getting that attention is great and we want to have you monetizing. So the first thing is getting out there in different ways, and the best way of getting credibility and authority is by collaborating with other people, because that automatically gives you instant credibility. I need some water. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to invite you to join us for the Show Up to Level Up 5-day challenge. We're starting Monday. I can't believe it's almost Monday already. So excited. We're working on the final touches behind the scenes. It's going to be a fantastic challenge. We're going to get you taking action. We're going to get you moving through the fear of being seen, really getting clear on what your limiting beliefs are, what's holding you back, what arenas are you scared or do you have fear around being seen in, so we can help you take action and putting yourself out there in those arenas. Then we're going to work on your messaging, right? No, we're going to set your stage up. We're going to make sure you have your lighting, your right camera. I was just sharing with you my camera on my PC. I used to use my laptop. My laptop was running super slow, so I moved to my PC, but my PC doesn't have the greatest camera. So lately you probably noticed that my video was a little darker. So I just bought this little, I think it was $20 camera that fits on my PC, and it's awesome. I love it so far. I'll see how the volume is and how the voice is once I hang up here. Once I hop off, I'm going to test it, but I've heard it's good. And then that's what we're going to work on day 2, is really setting up your stage so it looks clean, crisp. You have the right lighting, the right camera, the right microphone. So you're setting yourself up for success out of the gate. Day 3, we're going to talk about your messaging, really getting clear on who you are, who you serve, and the message of what the transformation is that you provide for people and the problem that you solve. Day 4, we're going to your offer. We're creating your irresistible offer. We're getting you to put your offer out there so your audience knows how to work with you. Because if you're not making calls to action and you're not making offers, guess what? They're not going to search for you to make that happen. They're going to end up working with someone else who's making those offers and putting those offers out there, who may not be as good as you, probably not as good as you. And then that was day 4. Day 5, we're getting you on stages. We're booking stages. We're going to show you how to find stages to get on. And I have an amazing list I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to show you an easy way of finding tons and tons of stages that you can be applying for and getting out there, depending on what your goals are, whether it's virtual, physical, or both. Okay, so join us on Monday. It's called the Show Up to Level Up Challenge. You can go to HeidiSchalkCoaching.com/visible. HeidiSchalkCoaching.com/visible. We will be dropping the links in here. If you're on Instagram with me right now, you can go to the link in my bio, and click on the link. The very first link inside of my link tree is to join us in the challenge. Hope to see you there. Can't wait to see you there, for you to crush it on camera and build your network and get some clients all next week in the Show Up to Level Up Challenge. Have an amazing Thursday, rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another 10 minutes to win it. Ciao.